Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be going over the best loadouts for the new solo banquet mode in the finals, this mode right here. So if you don't know, this is a new game mode in the finals and it's just for solos, and it's like banquet, it's like this, but it's just for solos, and whoever gets to 40,000 cash first wins. So I'm just going to go over one loadout for the light, for the medium, and for the heavy. That's probably going to give you the best chances of winning in this game mode. So we're going to start off with the light. Now, cloaking device is pretty good. If you're playing the light in this game mode, you basically just want to camp the cash outs or just go for kills. But the light is also quite fast, so you can also just go to vaults and open those and then get the coins and then go deposit those as well. The light's quite versatile in this game mode. It's probably one of the better game modes for the light, to be honest. But in saying that, the light is still very, very squishy, so just beware of that. So for the weapon, the XP54 is probably going to be your best bet. It's just going to be the most versatile. You can go for the shotgun, but I would advise against trying to take on heavies. But you are going to be able to kill lights and mediums quite easily still. But I would, the drawback is that you can't really kill heavies so much as you could before anyway, because this got nerfed in the most recent patch. So I'd probably go for the XP54 or the shotgun. Those would both probably give you the best bet. Everything else I would just kind of stay away from for the moment, but obviously it's a casual game mode, so you can do whatever you want. But I think these are just going to give you the best odds. For the gadgets, everything is kind of the same as what it would be in a normal game here. I think the stun gun, just so you can stun people. This did get nerfed in the most recent patch as well, but it wasn't a massive nerf. It's the time it was active for was reduced from 5 seconds to 3.75 seconds, I believe. But it's still very good, still kind of makes it a bit harder for someone to kill you for a couple seconds. Glitch grenades still very good, and breach charges are still very, very good. Obviously, these are more effective on different maps, and it kind of depends on your map knowledge, but breach charges are very, very good. What you could put on is the motion sensor. Now, these things aren't fantastic, but in the solo banquet mode, there are a lot of lights, so you can throw this as a light to try and see other lights that are coming around, so you can put that on for pretty much anything here as well. And then you can also just go with gas grenades are quite good, pyro grenades are good as well. You can go for frag grenades if you want. Yeah, and you can also put the vanishing bomb on if you want. But that's just the normal loadout basically for the light is probably going to be your best bet. And again, either the XP54 or the shotgun are both probably going to work quite well in this game mode. And of course you can run the cloaking device or the evasive dash, and you should probably still stay away from the grappling hook right now because it's just not that good. Cloaking device or evasive dash are going to be your best bet. But I think the light is definitely the best in this game mode. I would say they really don't have much of a place in ranked. Even in quick play or in the tournament mode, they aren't fantastic, but I think they're going to be quite good in this game mode. But I still think medium and heavy are going to be a lot better. So we're going to talk about medium now. Specialization, you want recon sensors on. Why? Because healing beam really isn't going to do a whole lot in this game mode, and the guardian turret is okay, but you're going to be moving around a lot in this game mode as well. So you should probably just put the recon sensors on, and that's also going to help you it's going to make you able to see all of the invisible lights that are going to be on the map as well, which is just going to be nice. For the weapon, you can go with the FCAR, you can go with the AKM, you can go with the shotgun or the revolver as well. CL40 and Riot Shield are going to be a little bit harder to use. The CL40 might be good against the light, so you can go with that as well. But yeah, I think the FCAR is definitely the best. It takes out lights real quick, and again, in this game mode, there are going to be a lot of lights, I think. So FCAR is good, but you can kind of pick whatever you want here, really. As for the gadgets, I like the explosive mine, and I like the zipline, and then I also like putting on the gas mines. You can see it's on my reserve here. I just don't know where it is here. Here it is. Defibrillator, no point having that on in this mode. It's not going to do anything, right? So zipline's very, very good just to get from point A to point B, which you want to be doing a lot in this mode. You can go for the jump pad, but I just prefer the zipline. I think it's better. It just gets you from point A to point B faster, so I prefer it, but that's just preference. Jump pad will do the job as well. And then I just like explosive mine and gas mine. You can put on gas grenade and stuff here, gas grenade and pyro grenade would also be quite good. Again, there's no point really having the APS turret. You're going to be moving around a lot, so you're not going to be able to kind of place this and defend one area for that long. You're going to be constantly on the move. So anything you kind of have to place and then keep it there for a long time probably isn't going to be fantastic. I like the mines because I can wait for a vault to be opening, just throw the mines around, and that's just going to be a very small delay for my enemy. Or if you place it in front of a door, sometimes your enemy will just blow up, and that's nice. So yeah, you throw these and then you kind of have to wait around for an enemy to show up, kind of like with with the turrets, but it's not exactly the same thing, and you can always just pick these up as well. You can pick the turrets up too, but I think the mines are just going to be better. But again, you can also just go for like gas grenades and pyro grenades, or you can even go for like zipline, jump pad, and then some type of mine, because normally the fourth slot would be the defibrillator, but because you're not going to have the defibrillator on in this mode, you can go for like jump pad, zipline, and then something else as well. I'd stay away from the tracking dart and probably the flashbang as well. But everything else you can just kind of put on. This is just what I like, but I will also say that gas grenade and pyro grenade are probably going to be quite good as well. I think this is probably one of the better loadouts. I think the medium's going to be very, very, very good in this mode, especially having that zipline is going to be very, very handy in a lot of different situations. And also that recon senses is going to be very, very good in this mode too. And then we come to the heavy. The heavy got a lot of nerfs in this newest patch. The RPG doesn't one-shot lights anymore, and the C4 barrels were made weaker, and then also the barrels themselves were given mass, so you can't really throw the barrels that far when you've got 2 C4 in them. But in saying that, the heavy is still going to be quite strong in this game mode. You can kind of go with the charge and slam or the goo gun here. I wouldn't go for the mesh shield, just because that's more of a team weapon. It's for you to use and then your teammates to shoot through it, you know? So I would stay away from it in this mode. It's more of like a solo thing. I mean, it's more of like a team thing to use, and now you're going to be in a solo mode. So I'd go for the goo gun or the charge and slam. I like the charge and slam. And then for the weapon, you know, shotgun's still very good. Lewis gun's still going to be very good. The flamethrower did get a buff, so you can go for that as well. That's going to be a bit better than it was before, and before it was still okay. So this definitely might be a bit better now as well. And then I kind of stay away from the M60 and the grenade launcher. You can also go for the sledgehammer if you want. That's going to pair nicely with either the charge and slam or the goo gun too. As for the gadgets, like, even though they both got nerfed, I still think RPG and C4 is going to be your best bet here. Like, there's nothing else really that you want to have on instead. RPG is still going to be very, very strong. If you hit a light with it, yeah, it's not going to kill them, but they are going to be very, very low, so it's not going to be so hard to finish them off, right? You just have to follow up afterwards. And then you also have the C4, and while this still isn't as strong, like, it's still going to very easily kill mediums and lights if you just place it normally, like in front of a door. Then when someone comes through the door, blow it up, they're gonna die, unless it's a heavy, but the heavy is going to be very, very low, and then you just got to follow up, right? So the heavy's, oh, I didn't mean to press that. The heavy's still very strong, but you're just gonna have to follow up on your kills a little bit more instead of getting like an instant kill. And then I like having the dome shield on. You can also go for barricades, and maybe in this mode the dome shield isn't going to be fantastic. You could go for barricades, you could go for frag grenade, gas grenade, pyro grenade, or some type of mine. And yeah, I'd say like that's probably it for the most part. I think the medium's definitely going to be the best though. Them having the recon senses in this mode is going to be very, very, very strong, I would say. And the recon senses didn't really get a proper nerf. They got a very small nerf with the newest patch, but it wasn't a massive nerf. The recon senses is still very good. And I think probably playing medium in this mode is going to be your best bet. Heavy being your second best bet, and then light being good. Light being better in this mode than it would be in any other modes anyway. But I still think the medium's going to prevail quite a lot. So yeah, there you go. That's just my thoughts on the best stuff to use for each of the classes. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.